Hey YouTube, Hambo back at the table, and it's time to talk about time. How do you keep track of time? Probably like the rest of you, since I can remember, I always had a wristwatch. Got one when I was real little, maybe 5, 6 years old. And telling time is a real basic function. As days go on and as life gets more and more complicated, knowing what time it is and how much time you've got in the day is very, very important. Well, problem is, in my business, in my life, a wristwatch just doesn't survive. I've had $300 watches that I have shattered. It just doesn't make a difference. Well, today we've got some options. We have things like cell phones. Okay, and for a lot of people that's fine. I know a lot of people in very important positions, that's the only timepiece they carry. And that does well for them. And as more and more of us base our lives on these little devices, that's cool. But I still need a timepiece. And like I said, watches just get blown out of the water with me. Until I found this. This is called a belt watch or a clip watch. Why? Because it has a big high tension steel clip on the back. This thing is bomb proof. It's waterproof, dust proof, shock proof. And it was under $50. This one's made by the Dakota Watch Company. There are a number of others that are made by different companies, but Dakota makes a number of these. Some are even designed in carabiners. The carabiner ones are a little small, hard to read. I like a good analog dial, and I like one that I can read easily. Now, the weird thing about this is the compass, which is fairly accurate, and it even has a dual scale thermometer on the back. Various models have various combinations of this equipment. But the thing about this is it was designed to be worn on a belt, to hang off something, so you flip it up and look at it. If you've got an ID lanyard on, you could clip this to the ID lanyard, just hold it up, and you'll know what time it is. Okay. Usual functions on the watch setting. It has a glow-in-the-dark, like an Indiglo type dial, but it's rather dim, but it's good enough to read at night. It does have an outstanding map or signal red LED light, and that actually runs off a second battery. So the battery that powers the light is not the same one that powers the watch. So you're not going to be draining the watch function when you use the light. Pretty cool. And like I said, this thing has been, I've got about 4 of these, I think 4 or 5, because I have them in different packs. They've been dropped in the water. I mean, if I could give you a close-up on this, but I can't with this little webcam, you'd see nicks and scratches and gouges and everything else. Literally been all over the country with me and just keeps on going. But again, I wear it on my belt. Now, how do I wear it on my belt? Just take it off and clip it? No. Here's something else. Back in the old pager days, when everybody used to carry a pager, I found this. It's by a company called Specialty Hardware Company in Cleveland, Ohio. This was designed to hang a pager from your belt loop. Okay? Very heavy-duty, high-quality brass clip. And would hang on your belt like this. And you'd have your pager on there with a little digital window facing up. Your pager would go off. You could just reach down, flip it up a little bit, read what was on there instead of clipping it on and off your belt. Well, I had 2 or 3 of these. Don't have pagers anymore because we have cell phones. I mean, when was the last time you saw a pager? You know. But, lo and behold, the clip on this clip watch fits perfectly on this leather fob. Now, this is just one solution. I'm sure there are others. You could even hand tie a rig like this with paracord, and maybe that's a future video. But now this hangs off the belt loop, and when it's time to check your time, it's hanging on the belt loop. The belt loop would be here. You just flip it up a little bit, and the watch face is facing the right way. You can tell what time it is, and then it just hangs on the belt. Kind of like a pocket watch would, except this one just hangs on the side. It's a really efficient way for a very, very tough watch that helps you keep track of your time, and you don't risk smashing it on your wrist like I do all the time. Anyway, how do you keep time? Let's see some of your solutions. It's an important function. That's just one of mine. Looking forward to see what you guys have to say. Until next time, take care.